Thank you, everyone, and welcome to our post-game press conference for National Semifinal number 1 of the 2019 NCAA Men's Volleyball Championship. With us, we have Hawai'i head coach Charlie Wade and student athletes Joe Worsley and Colton Cowell. We'll open up the press conference with a statement from the head coach Charlie Wade and then open things up for questions. Please raise your hand and we will have the mic brought to you to make sure that we get the recording. When you're ready, Coach.
Yeah, first just like to congratulate Dan Friend and the Lewis program. You know, he's done a great job with the program for a long time, and certainly have a lot of respect for him, and they're a good team, and it was a hard-fought match tonight. And just proud of our guys. You know, this has been part of the goal and the dream from the start of the season, and you know, having an opportunity to play for a national championship for the people in the state of Hawaii is something that we're really proud of.
All right, Vinny.
Charlie, Vinny Lopes here from Off the Block. Can you talk about what you said to your team after that third game overtime loss, and what it says about your team that after a tough loss like that, they're able to respond like the way they did in Game 4?
Yeah, we just want to stay aggressive. You know, I think we backed off a little bit there, and again, a lot of credit to Lewis. They got in a really nice rhythm. You know, I think they hit close to 500 in that set, and you know, they played really well. And this is, you know, there's such a small difference, you know, margin of error between teams at this level that, you know, you just have to stay competitive and stay aggressive.
Next. Vinny, good?
Yeah. Colton, can you talk about what you were able to do offensively to be so successful, especially with, correct me if I'm wrong, this really being one of your first NCAA tournament appearances?
This is, in fact, my first NCAA tournament appearance. I'm playing with the best players in the country next to me, and it really makes things simple. And that's it as the team. We've worked really, really hard to get to this point. We've shown a lot of resilience, and just guys in big moments, we have a lot of people capable of stepping up, and so it's all about embracing that moment.
Jonathan?
Joe, you guys obviously played a couple matches already here in the Pyramid. So how does that help, or how did that help you guys tonight?
Yeah, no, I mean, we were just here 2 weeks ago, I think. So, you know, for us, whenever we go into a new gym, I think we do a nice job of getting there early, since it's the long travel and stuff. But and we're kind of fairly familiar. We play in an arena that's really high ceilings like that, kind of similar to this. But yeah, I think I feel like we're pretty comfortable playing this gym for sure.
Mike?
Charlie, how do you guys prepare coming into a 4-team tournament? Do you do some prep for Long Beach State and Pepperdine, as well as obviously for the Lewis match, or are you guys going to start the prep, you know, tonight after their match?
Yeah, no, we just stay focused. We didn't even know who we were going to play, so we looked a little bit at SC and Lewis, and really went full into, you know, the scouting part of it for Lewis after they won.
In the back?
Colton and Joe, first time Hawaii's back in the national title in nearly 20 years. How's it feel to just have Hawaii volleyball back, you know, playing at a high level, one win away from accomplishing what you guys have wanted to do all season?
Yeah. You know, this is since last, what was it, the 3rd week of April. We've talked about this this weekend and getting it this weekend. And now we kind of can say we've put ourselves in a position here that it's one match for it all. And whichever team we play here, we know it's going to be a really tough match. But it's awesome. I know the state of Hawaii, we're all talking. We get so many text messages. We're getting videos from celebrities from Hawaii, just super hype for us, and it's awesome just to see the kind of support and the love that they have for this program.
DJ?
Did you want to answer, Colton?
Oh, I was just going to talk about that we represent the most incredible culture in the world, and they're the backbone of this program, that being our fans. And so when we step onto the court, we play for ourselves, and we play for them. We play for our families, and we love it.
Joe and Colton, you've both competed internationally throughout your careers. Could you talk a little bit about how that's helped you this season and in the run-up and in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, we've played internationally with guys who we're playing against and playing with still. and so we've kind of have those bonds, and so have that familiarity with the teams that we're playing. At the same time, I think there's a lot of stuff like internationally that you pick up on when you go to major tournaments when you're younger. It's just kind of an eye opener to see the physicality and the speed of the game. And there's a lot. We went to Japan as a team earlier, and that whole style of volleyball is just something like you've never seen it before. And the first 2 days we show up, we just got absolutely handed to, and then we started adjusting. But I think like that experience alone, traveling to Japan, helped us to adjust and be able to kind of adapt to other styles of play.
Yeah, it certainly increases our learning curve, and it creates opportunities for us to find different ways to be successful.
Cindy?
Joe, sorry, Lewis was a really good blocking team. What was your philosophy tonight in just trying to stay away from their block and just using the speed of your offense?
Yeah, I mean, well, going into it, we wanted to see kind of what they did with their middles first of all before, because they kind of did a few different things defending against different teams. But overall, I think we have a pretty consistent philosophy where we want our hitters. We have some really physical hitters, big hitters that go up and get the ball at a high point. And so making sure that there's a certain I put our situations in some bad areas tonight, and they kind of bailed me out. But at the same time, our kind of philosophy is just keep it high and let our hitters go get it. And they do a good job moving around and seeing the block.
Janice?
What challenges do Pepperdine and Long Beach present for you?
Plenty. They're both big, physical. I think that'll be a pretty closely contested match. We've played them both this year, so we're relatively familiar. We're just starting over. Like with Lewis, it was a little more challenging because we hadn't played him this year. But there is a lot of talent on both those teams, so absolutely we'll have our hands full.
Blake?
You have played Long Beach State, I believe, like 3 times in the last month. What kind of makes them a challenge? You've gone to like 5 sets every time you've played them.
Yeah, not getting in front like that's the team we're going to play, but they're probably the favorite going in tonight. They're probably one of the best teams in the history of men's college volleyball. I mean, to have multiple guys on the same team in the same moment of time that have been with the senior national team, like I don't remember ever seeing that. And then the other guys on the court are all really talented too. So there's no question they're really good. And like I said, Pepperdine's got plenty enough talent on the floor to beat anybody. So at this level, everybody's got good players, and it's who's going to be dialed in and who's going to be the most efficient and the most productive.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Best of luck tomorrow.